You may be seated.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
This is a case of Todd v. Foster.
Thank you, Ron. Good day, everyone.
Good day.
Ms. Todd, you are suing your former fiance, Mr. Foster, to prove he fathered your 4-month-old daughter, Selena.
Yes, Your Honor.
You say he called off the wedding due to paternity doubts.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Foster, you say Ms. Todd admitted that she cheated on you during the window of conception, so the baby's not yours.
Yes.
So, Mr. Foster, you called off the wedding.
Yes.
Tell the court why.
Me and Miss Todd, we was engaged. The reason why I called it off was because it was one day, a friend of hers, she wanted to go hang out, and Miss Todd told me that it was her friend and his girlfriend, so I'm like, okay, I don't got nothing to worry about. When I went to the store, came back, I had a call saying that she was gone already, and that was kind of suspicious.
Oh, wait, so you're engaged to her.
Yes.
And she says, I want to go hang out with a friend of mine, and it's a guy.
Yes.
But you say, I'm not insecure, so okay. And then what happened?
And then the next day, Miss Todd came back.
She came home the next day?
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead.
So I normally don't go through her phone at all, but her phone just kept on buzzing, and it was a text message, and the text message said, it was good, I want some more.
What?
In my mind, I'm thinking like, you're supposed to be my fiance, and I'm seeing this.
Miss Todd, is this true? You went out with a friend and stayed out all night?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, so did you sleep with him that night?
Yes, Your Honor.
Tell me what happened.
Okay, that night, me and my friend went to the store, and then we went back to his place where we was at, and then we was drinking and smoking, and then...
Where was his girlfriend?
She wasn't there, Your Honor.
Oh, so that was a lie?
Yes, Your Honor.
That was a lie from the get-go?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, okay, so go ahead. So you go to the store.
You go to the store, get something to eat, then we went back to the place, then it just happened. We used protection.
It just happened?
Yes, it just...
Sound like y'all was planning it to me.
No.
So was this the only time you had sex with this gentleman?
No, Your Honor.
Wow.
You didn't know that, Mr. Foster?
This is my first time ever hearing about the second time.
Well, let me help you get the details. Miss Todd.
Yes, Your Honor.
So you had sex with this gentleman again, not just this night, another night as well?
Yes.
Tell me.
He came and got me from the house, and we went back to his place, and it happened again, but we used protection. That's why I felt like Mr. Foster was the father.
So wait a minute, you're engaged to Mr. Foster?
No, not at the time he wasn't.
At the time, you just dating?
Yeah, we was boyfriend and girlfriend at the time. He didn't propose to me. He proposed to me on my birthday. That was the time that he...
That was after you had already been intimate with this gentleman more than one time?
Yes.
But you only told Mr. Foster you were intimate with this guy one time?
Yes, Your Honor.
So why didn't you tell him about the other time?
I'm not sure.
How soon after this did you find out you were pregnant?
It was 2 months.
Okay, Mr. Foster, you remember the night she told you about being pregnant, right?
Yes.
And you were excited initially?
Yes, I was at first.
Did you tell the other guy you were pregnant as well?
No, because I knew it was a possibility that he wasn't the father. So no, I did not tell the other person. He found out on pictures on Facebook.
Did he ever think he was the father?
No.
Because you know protection is not 100% effective.
Right. Yeah.
You know that?
Yes.
Okay. So, Mr. Foster, I want to understand from you, when you initially found out Miss Todd was pregnant, were you happy or not?
Actually, no. I told her that you need to go find your baby daddy because it's not me.
So when she initially told you that, your first reaction was, this is not my child?
Yes, because me and Miss Todd been together for 3 years. And me and her, we had unprotected sex like 2-3 times a day for 3 years. Mrs. Todd have not got pregnant.
Because I didn't get pregnant don't mean that he's not the father.
And then the other thing which sealed the case was when Mrs. Todd finally had the baby, we had sex again, so.
And then he left me at the apartment by myself. He didn't tell me, that he was leaving. He told me through a text message that we was over. Like, we were supposed to be engaged. He should have told me in person. And then he went.
That's what I gotta understand. I'd understand this. You say you cheated with this guy more than one time before you were engaged.
Yes.
So how'd you get to the point where you found out she cheated, but you still asked her to marry you?
No, we was already engaged first.
She said you weren't.
We was.
Were you or were you not, Miss Todd, engaged when you had your friend come pick you up?
Her birthday is in the summertime, and if I'm not mistaken, it was cold out when the guy came and come
No,
to
it was
come and get
warm
her.
outside when he came. It was warm.
So, Ron, I ain't never heard this before. They don't know whether or not they were engaged. He was engaged, she was not engaged. So you, in your mind,
Do
you
you
were...
see the wedding cake right there? That's on her birthday.
Oh, and there's the ring.
August 8th.
Yes, that.
So now, does that refresh your memory?
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you engaged when you had this man come pick you up?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you for that proof, Mr. Foster. That's
Thank
why
you.
you bring proof to court. If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. So, during your pregnancy, he wasn't involved at all?
No, I wanted him to go to see the ultrasound pictures with me, and I have proof right here that I have. He didn't want to go.
What proof did you bring? Ron, will you please hand me this proof? What is this, Miss Todd?
When I found out what I was having, I wanted him to be there. He wasn't there at all.
This is your ultrasound.
Yes.
And then during this ultrasound, you were alone.
Yes, I was alone with a family member, and I wanted him to be there with me.
And he just didn't show.
No, he didn't come. I had text messages showing that, asking him to come to my ultrasound and my appointments with me. He didn't come to none at all.
Because in your mind, you're thinking, this is the man I was engaged to be married to. We were having unprotected sex. I did cheat, however, I used protection then, and he should still be there for me.
Yes.
Let's be honest, Miss Todd, you made a very bad mistake.
I know I made a mistake, you know. I admit to doing my wrong, you know. I wanted him to be there. I wanted him there for the whole beginning of my pregnancy, the whole time through, like taking pictures with me. You know, I didn't have no pictures, no memories with him holding my stomach or nothing at all. That's all I wanted.
Because I'm not the father.
He is the father. That baby looked just like him. Look at that baby right there.
But I'm not the father.
You brought a witness. I'd like to hear from her. Ma'am, please stand. So, Ms. Foster, I need to understand, you are Mr. Foster's mother.
Correct.
Why don't you believe your son is not this child's father?
Ms. Todd admitted that the other guy was the father. I was in Vegas. I received a phone call from my son stating that Mrs. Todd didn't have a place to stay. Once I made it back home, I sat her down at the table and I asked her, you know, was it a chance that my son was the father? She said that this other guy was the father.
Excuse me, Your Honor. I said it was a possibility that Mr. Foster or the other guy could be the father.
So you told her that there's a possibility
Yes.
that someone else could be the father?
Yes, I did,
But
Your
you
Honor.
stated in court today that you said there was no way you thought this other guy could be the father because
Because the
he was
condom broke,
protected.
so it could be a possibility.
Oh!
Yes.
You left that part out of your early testimony.
Ms. Todd is a liar.
Continue, Ms. Foster.
As I was saying, I told her that she needed to take a DNA test with this guy. And family members of hers were calling me, you know, let me know that this guy was the father. He didn't want to be involved.
Hold on. You had her family members calling you to say that this other guy, this friend, was really the father.
Correct.
But that guy just didn't want to be involved.
Exactly.
So what you felt
And-
like your son was just the next best case scenario.
Exactly.
Continue.
I had told my son, I said, if you're going to be with her, you might as well marry her and get over the fact that the child may not be yours. And he signed the birth certificate. He
Mr.
signed the birth
Foster,
certificate.
why did you sign that birth certificate if you're standing in court today saying the entire time you had so much doubt?
The reason why was because I was the only guy that was there that had stepped up.
So you came to the birth.
Yes.
You were there.
Yes.
You participated.
Yes.
So you
Named her, everything.
really?
I
Yes.
drove her to the delivery room.
These are pictures of you in the
Yes.
hospital. Beautiful. So at that moment, you just stepped up, or did you say, I really think I'm this child's father now?
Well, it was like more as I'm a step up and I'm gonna be a man since Mrs. Todd is staying with us.
But you did not believe the child was yours.
If he didn't believe the child was his, why would he start the birth certificate?
Did you understand at that time?
I wanted her to have my last name. He was so adamant for my daughter to have his last name.
Were you adamant about that, Mr. Foster?
Well, yeah. Yes, I was.
So let me ask you this. Did you know when you signed that birth certificate that you were acknowledging you were this child's legal father?
Yes, I did.
So at that point, you just decided to step up and say, I'm going to be this child's. Because listen, whether or not we determine you are the biological father today, let's be clear. You are the legal father and you're responsible for her. I mean, it is an admirable thing for you to say no other man showed up and this baby wasn't going to have a father, so I'm going to stand up. But if you then come to court to contest the fact that you are the biological father, it begs the question, why sign the birth certificate in the first place?
Your Honor.
Yes, Ms. Todd?
I just feel the baby is his. You know, she looked just like him.
Well, you know, feeling don't have nothing to do with it.
Right.
Let me tell you something. I wish it had something to do with it.
Right.
The feeling part is what got you here, but it's not going to be what gets you out of here. The truth is going to get you out
I
of
have
here.
pictures.
Let me see the pictures. Ron, hand me this proof.
Yes, ma'am.
What are these pictures of?
Of him and Selena. He was 4 years old, and she's 4 months now.
And you believe this is baby Selena on the left,
Yes.
and this is Mr. Foster as a child on the right.
Yes.
And you believe they look just alike.
Yes.
Do you see the resemblance, Mr. Foster?
I see some, but I don't think that I'm the father. I'm not the father.
How about you, Ms. Foster?
Not really.
So at the point your son signs his birth certificate, that's why you said to him, well, you signed the birth certificate, now you might as well marry her.
Yes, because he was advised not to do it.
Oh, you told him don't do that.
Me and a friend of mine, which is an attorney.
You had access to legal counsel and still went on and signed a birth certificate for a child
Yes, I did.
that you thought was not yours.
Yes, I did.
You understand that even if today's testimony and the DNA results prove that this is not your biological child, that does not automatically get you off the hook legally for being responsible for this baby. Do you understand?
Yes.
Ms. Todd, now you're in tears. What are you feeling?
I want to know who her father is. This, you know, it's emotional to me. You know,
Now.
him not stepping up to the plate because that baby looked just like him.
But listen, what I just heard you say, and it's okay. Look, this is a sensitive situation. Sometimes there's nothing wrong with a tear. But I just heard you say, I just am ready to know who her father is.
Yes.
So the truth is, you really don't know.
No.
Okay. Mr. Foster, I just have to ask you briefly before we get to results. You know, I see you standing there, and I know at certain points it's been hard for you to even testify today, and I see the look in your eyes. You've tried to step up to the plate for this baby, even though people advise you not to. How has this whole situation affected you?
It's affected me by a lot. Like far as, like by me growing up, not having a father, so that was the only reason why I did what I did.
I understand. I knew there had to be a good reason. Oh, it's okay, honey.
And I did so good by this little girl for 3 months. It's like, I don't know.
And now the doubts are just eating away at you.
Yeah.
I understand. And now I can see clearer what your intentions were. So even though people were advising you not to do it, you were basing your actions on your own personal life experience
Yes.
of not having a dad. And you didn't want this beautiful little girl to experience what you did.
Yes.
I understand. I think it's time for the results.
Yes, Judge.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. Do you want to watch Paternity Court on TV? Go to paternitycourt.tv to find your local listings. In the case of Todd v. Foster, when it comes to 4-month-old Selena Foster, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Foster, you are her father.
Oh,
I told you so. I told you you was her father. I told him he was not there.
All right.
I told you. She look just like you.
I'm sorry, Chantel.
She look just like you.
Chantel.
This courtroom exists so that we can clear up confusion and we can move to a place of clarity for the benefit of beautiful, innocent children like Selena. So now there's no doubt. There's no confusion. You all have to figure out from here on out how to move forward in a positive way, a productive way. Now, Ms. Todd, I know this is gonna be your soapbox you're gonna stand on, and you have got to choose to let it go. You cannot keep pointing at him and telling him, I told you, I called you, you weren't there. You're very blessed. I have seen children in this courtroom that are 4 years old, 14 years old, 44 years old that don't know who their father is. Your child's very blessed that she will not remember this time. And you can make it so if you let it go. Because you did make a mistake. The doubt that he felt all of this time, he had a right to, because you stood in court today and you admitted that you had doubts. You really didn't know. We can start by communicating, right?
Yes.
We have counseling services available for you. I don't know if you're gonna try to be in a relationship. I don't know what you're gonna do. But what I know you need to do is figure out how to love, cherish, and raise this child together, this beautiful baby. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
I wish you all the very, very best of luck. Court is adjourned.